It's 6:30, 6:34, and it's Tuesday, June 4, 2019. The 4th of June 2019, 6:35 in the morning. And I've woken up a bit earlier than normal because it's like really windy and I wanted to put some wood in my fire. Yeah, that's right, I got a wood fire. Old style. And no, I'm not a member of WikiLeaks. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Julian Assange, an Australian national, is currently serving a 50-week sentence in Britain for skipping bail after spending 7 years holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy in London to avoid extradition to Sweden. He denies the rape accusation. And on it goes. United States. You know what I heard this week? Pretty weird. The Trump administration have decided that carbon dioxide is no longer going to be called carbon dioxide in government language, government lingo. It is now molecules of freedom. Molecules of freedom, that's carbon dioxide. And natural gas is freedom gas. The land of freedom, the USA. Go the USA, land of the free. Wow, carbon dioxide, oh well. At least we don't have to worry about climate change now. That's a good thing. Ain't it a good thing? It is a good thing. It's a great thing. Trump has solved so many problems, and this is just another one. Another problem he's solved with like a wave of a magical wand. Problem gone. Look at this. I reckon if that's what we are calling carbon dioxide, not particles, molecules, because carbon dioxide is a molecule, molecules of freedom, then when we get a low pressure system, it's 6 degrees in Canberra, when we get a low pressure system like we've got right now, I think, see the wind, southerly, 43 kilometers per hour. That's because there's a low pressure system. Just give us a sec while I open it. It's a cold, windy morning. It's when my fire had actually blown out. Because the wind is funneling up sucking the air up the chimney. I'll just open the weather map. And you'll be able to see there's a low pressure system, East Coast low, or what I'm going to call from now on a Vortice of Freedom. There we go, a Vortice of Freedom. Because low pressure system sounds a bit scary, you know what I mean? Like climate change. The best of both worlds, that's what we're calling it from now on, the best of both worlds. Good idea. I like that one. So yeah, Vortices of Freedom is my suggestion for low pressure systems, including cyclones, into the future. I think it's a good idea because vortice, that's what they are. They are vortices. And some of the biggest ones in the world happen in the Atlantic. The Atlantic Ocean is going to have one this year. It's going to have one called Lorenzo. Lorenzo was a storm back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean back in 2013, there was a hurricane called Lorenzo. And Jayton, I've told you about Jayton. Well, Jayton guessed Lorenzo would be the storm. Jayton's the bad boy, born on the 6th. And remember the number 43, you're going to see that again soon. 43 hot equals 43 hot. And that's what? The greenhouse effect. See, that sounds scary because it sounds hot, right? Greenhouse effect. The earth getting hot. Well, that's a bit scary. Best of both worlds. See, Trump is a genius. He's an absolute genius. He just changes the words and solves the problem. Because it's all about people, right? And how they feel when it comes to election time, and that then feeds into how they vote. So if you can take away the fear around the issues that, you know, might actually get people voting for your opponents, well, then you solve all your political problems. Hitler understood that really well. Really, really well. He was a genius too. When it comes to public, you know, handling the public. Propaganda. It's called propaganda. And Julian Assange, he exposed a little bit of their secretive stuff. You know, just a little bit. There's a lot more that we still don't know, I'm sure. But he did expose a few dirty little secrets that were kept in the dark, hidden in the dark. Like Demas, Jayton's twin, hides away in the dark. Why? I don't know. Have to ask him. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a geyser. We've got a big geyser in our backyard. And maybe I'm fibbing. Okay, I'm fibbing. I wonder what star sign Julian is. I'm fibbing. Okay, let me stop this. Papandian. Jayton Papandian. It's his volcano. Papandian is Jayton's volcano. Handsome. He's a handsome boy. Handsome devil. 79. Handsome. Is he a Christian? Christian is 101. Symbol is 86. Symbol. 9 kilometers an hour. Aren't they lucky? 9 kilometers an hour. Count your blessings. 43 kilometers an hour in Canberra. But where I live, it's even more than that. Because I live in a valley that faces south. And it acts like a wind funnel. The wind just funnels. You know what a funnel is? You may have heard of a funnel web spider. Well, our valley is a funnel. And when the wind comes from the south, it just funnels. Yes, that's right, it funnels. And look at, see what happens after we get one of these changes come through, cold change, and then we get frost. Sub-zero. But nothing compared to where Jacob Wetterling's from. Nothing like that, at least. See how it's changed? It's all changed while we've been away. Dragon is 59. Dragon. And whip equals 56. That's what the wind is doing today. It's whipping. Whipping. 102. The whipping wind. And the bad boy is 82. Philip. Philip. Whipping Philip. That's me. The bad boy. The bad love. Love is 54. Bad is 7. The bad love. That'd be the gay love. Same-sex attraction. That's why Satan was sent to hell. By God. Because of his same-sex attraction. It was out of control. And he had to be punished. And God couldn't find a whip, so he sent Satan to hell to burn for all eternity. And that's why Satan is such a hot boy. Because he got sent to hell. And in hell there are flames. Flames. 56 is flames. And dragon is 59. And bad weather is 87. Melbourne was having the heavy rain the other night, remember? Painful is 79. Painful. Remember handsome? Handsome is 79. Painful and geyser. Yeah, no, we don't really have a geyser in our backyard, but there are geysers in Wyoming. And there's a geyser in Wyoming called the Steamboat Geyser. And it last erupted 1 day, 17 hours, and 58 minutes ago. Nathan is 58. Like the name Nathan equals 58. And Nathan's connected to someone whose name equals 117. Someone who I call Jayton. Jayton? Jesus and Satan. Jake and Nathan. The original spelling of Nathan was... Can you guess? It was Nathan. And if you combine Nathan and Jake, you get Jayton. It's like if you put Josh together with Satan, you end up with Jayton. The Old Faithful went off just 5 minutes ago. How about that? But the steamboat doesn't go off that often. See, it's a bit erratic. A bit like Jayton. But he's over in there. He's over in Wyoming right now, lapping up the sun. Sunbathing. Yes, Jayton. Sunbathing. His big, smooth legs. He's flat out like a lizard drinking on a big, smooth rock. Sunbathing. I just know he is. I can tell. I can see him. In my mind. I can see him there. And he's just been skinny dipping in a thermal pool. So this is what's going on. And it's weird that this thing erupted on the 25th of December, the 25th of January, the 25th of February, the 25th of March, and the 25th of April at 10:25. See what I mean? It gets into these little habits, bad habits, a bit like Jayton. The last eruption was on the 1st of June at 20:47. That was the time of the last eruption, the most recent one. It was 5 days, 3 hours, and 18 minutes after the previous eruption. And see, this here is the record shortest interval. 4 days, 6 hours, 43 minutes. Hot is 43. Jayton is 46. Hot Jayton. And 117. Another name for Jayton. 117. Dragon. He's a dragon boy. Lizard boy. Flat out like a lizard drinking on a hot rock in the sun. Sunbathing. We'll go back to page 3 and I can show you when this current active phase began. It began here, 15th of March at 5:21 in the morning. What's the story? Morning glory. Up he came. And the third sign was on my birthday, April 27th at 6:30. Friday, April 27th, then Friday, 4th of May. Jayton was born on a Friday. We have to go all the way back to 2000 and, well, even further, actually, back to 1982, to find when Steamboat erupted. Here we go, 6 days, 9 hours, 17 minutes. See, 6-9. Jayton was born on the 6th of the 9th. Jayton the hot boy. There it is, our shortest interval, between 24th of April and 28th of April, 1982, 4:17 and midday. Exactly midday. It happened at exactly midday. Next one, that number again, 117. And that gives us 6-9-17. Jake was born on the 17th. And his mirror boy was born on the 6th of the 9th. See, bad mirror boy. He's a bad mirror boy. Not just any mirror boy, but a bad mirror boy. And if we come back to 2002, that's when the mirror boy was born. Our bad mirror boy, born on a Friday. Not this Friday, but 133 days after this Friday here. 10 p.m. on the 26th of April, a Friday. Count forward. And Jayton, how old is he? He's 16. He's 16 now. He's a bad mirror boy. Bad mirror boy is 140. The next eruption is number 20 of 2019. And here we go. 13th of September 2002. 3 6s are 18, right? 2002 plus 18 is 2020. And that's where Papandayan may come into the picture. Jayton has a delusion about Papandayan and Puntang, the twin-peaked volcano in Indonesia. He thinks the twin peaks are his butt cheeks. So here we go, Friday and Friday, the 13th. So a week before this, Jayton was born. A week before this eruption, on Friday the 13th. Bad mirror boy, that's Jayton. 140, the value of bad mirror boy. Dragon, 59. Naked, 35. Naked, dragon. That is Jayton. He's like a lizard on a rock. He love the sun. The bad boy. He's sexual. Sexual is 82. He's a very sexual boy. Horny is another word. Horny is 80. Naked, 35. Magma is 35, and magma is very hot. Hot under the ground. It hasn't come out yet. Once it comes out, it's lava. So when the magma comes, it's lava. Hot lava coming out. Magma, 35. So the wind's backed off a bit now. You wouldn't know it, but it has. The cane. Demas thinks Jayton needs the cane because he's a bad boy. He's gone to Wyoming without him. How dare he do that? How dare he go to Wyoming without him? Lapping up the sun. Being a brat. Without his brother. There. That's what happens. See? See this? So if we go to, say, Wollongong, there's some bad weather happening down the south coast. Kiama, central coast, maybe. Sydney, metropolitan. Campbelltown, Sutherland. Look what's happening in Sydney this morning, man. Pretty nasty bad weather from an east coast low. So we're just getting the wind because I live down this way. Goulburn is there. But the coast, heavy rain. Look at that, man. It's pouring. Full on pouring, crazy, heavy downpour, down crazy stuff. All caused by, I mean the rain's good. Australia's a dry place. But this is what I mean about the genius of Trump. Steam equals 58. Nathan is 58. Steam is 58. And penance is 58. Penance. That's what Jayton needs. Penance, the whip. The whip is 89. Whipping is 102. The wind is whipping. Whipped is 81. So the whip, whipping, whipped. Agony, 62. Jayton needs agony. He needs the whip. Penance, 58. This is Demas talking. His twin, who's been left here to suffer the whipping winds of Canberra in winter. 6:53 a.m. Julian Assange. And who is this? A $9 chess piece. Could fetch 1.8 million. Hey, that could bail him out. It could bail out the Julian. Could be enough. Date duration calculator. Let's go to world clock. There you go. That's the time. Depending where you are, it's a different time. 6:54 in Canberra. 6:54. It sounds like a countdown. A countdown to get naked. 35. Jason's name has a value of 149. It does. It does indeed. 654. 55, that's Satan. The bad boy, Satan. 55. 6, the devil's number. Satan, 55. 55 to 25. Radio. But if we're in Wyoming, where Steamboat Geezer is located, and where Jayton is located right now, like a lizard, he likes the thermal pools. He likes spa baths. It's 2:55, see? Mountain Daylight Time. Monday, 3rd of June, 2019 in Wyoming, which is where Jayton is. It's 2:55 p.m. in the afternoon. And Jayton has a prediction. Does he? Maybe. Steamboat. It's going to erupt when? 9 p.m. this coming Wednesday night. That would be a new record. That would smash the old record. 4 days, 6 hours, 43 minutes. It would be 4 days and 13 minutes if it was to go off that soon. Doesn't seem very likely. Whip is 56. But you know what? Weird things do happen sometimes. And it could always be 16 hours. Add another extra 16 hours. And then it would be 1 p.m. on Thursday. And then it would be like 4 days, 16 hours, 13 minutes. 4 4s are 16. Jayton is 16. So what do you reckon? Which one is it? Horny? He's horny, so he needs the whip. 89. Whipping, whipped. Sinful, 81. That's Jayton. Horny and sinful. And train is 62. That's what happens. Steam comes out the train. 6, the devil's number. Whip has the same value as the cane. The cane is what Jayton needs. So says his brother, Demas. His identical twin is dark on him. Understandably, dark on him. So I'm gonna take you for a little wander. Daffodil equals 57. Jayton's a daffodil boy. Self-loving, in other words. Narcissistic, self-loving brat. Demas's words, not mine. And you might wonder, how do I know Jayton? Well, Jayton and Demas, they're twins. See, I used to work in after school care, and there were these twins back in the day. 2012, they were 11, around 11-ish back then. 258. Steam is 58. Steam. Penance. Jayton needs to do penance, says Demas, because he's bad. He's turned lazy lately too, and just all round not a good boy anymore. Alright, I'll show you. I've got my fire going, so that's something. It's one good thing. I'm going to go outside, I'm going to be brave, and go outside and show you what it's like. So, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. Should be a bit of light happening. It was pitch black when I got up. When I started this video, it was just the first little bit of light. Molecules of freedom, people. Molecules of freedom are whipping by. Just think about it that way, and it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, it's freezing. That is a bit rough, I have to say. Just a tad. So I might start the car. Start the car and turn the heater on. Am I started? No. What's going on? Flat battery? Maybe. Possible icy conditions. Could be a flat battery. Seems that way. Oh well. I'll have to put the charger on my battery. Whew. Molecules of freedom. Molecules of freedom. Molecules of freedom. Just think of it as molecules of freedom. It doesn't seem so bad then. Not as bad. Not as bad. Oh, it's freezing. Freezing. Oh my. My. It is cold, man. So, anyway, you know where we're up to. Steamboat Geyser in Wyoming. That's where it is. And it's going to erupt soon because Jayton's in the thermal pools heating them up. Getting everything excited. And Steamboat. Is it going to break its record or not? What's it going to be? What's the next interval going to be? How long after this one? Hey, they've changed. What? No. That's an old one. 6th of July. I'm looking at the 6th of July. Interesting time though, that one. 1:37. Bulb is 37. Satan is 55. 6, the devil's number. Prophecy is 106. Prophecy. Jason doesn't like that word because he thinks it's a bit old-fashioned. And he considers himself a cool boy. Yeah. 8:47. Smack equals 47. Smack time. It's smack time for Jayton. Because he's being naughty. That's what Demas says. And that's his twin. Jayton has an identical twin. Who's very dark on him right now. Mirror is 91. Spanking is 91. Jayton needs a good spanking, according to Demas. He needs to feel the agony of the wooden spoon. And that would be rather cruel. Cruel is 59. But it's what he deserves, a good whipping. Good ass whipping. 102 is whipping. Athletic, Jayton is very athletic. 78 is athletic. And he's very horny. 80 is horny. And he has nice skin. 53 is skin. Because he's a dragon. 59. He can also breathe fire. And he thinks his butt cheeks are these two peaked. It's a twin peaked volcano called Papandiyan. Jayton's got this delusion that this volcano's butt cheeks, this volcano's twin peaks are his butt cheeks. He thinks he's that powerful. Probably because its elevation is 2666. See? 3 6s are 18. Jayton turns 18 in 2020. He was born in 2002. He turns 18 in 2020. The last eruption was in? Yeah, 2002. Coincidence? Jayton says, there are no coincidences. Because he thinks the world revolves around him and his sexy butt. Yeah, delusional. Told you he's delusional. Last eruption, November to December 2002. Papandayan, Twin Peaks. Handsome. Alun in Welsh means handsome. It does allude to twins, doesn't it? 1.1, Alun, Twin Peaks, Papandayan and Puntang. Anyway, Friday. Jayton was born on a Friday. He's a twin. He was born in September. 11 speaks to twins. You know what I mean. You can see what I mean. I can kind of see what Jayton means. Yellow as the daffodil. Yeah. And climb every mountain. 22. The most powerful number in numerology. It's 2 11s are 22. And on we go. Wet. It's a wet volcano. A wet volcano. Not just any volcano. Elfin Forest. Javanese. And Elfin Forest. It's like pygmy forest. That's what you'll find up above this place. So yeah, that's not that far from me, really. Because Indonesia is just to our north. It's a lot closer than Wyoming, put it that way. Here we go. West Java. Indonesia is up here. West Java. Jayton's butt cheeks. In his fantasies. In his delusions. In his dreams. That's how it is. And the steamboat geezer, well, you can just imagine. Jayton thinks he's a dragon. Puff, the magic dragon. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea. But Wyoming isn't by the sea. But it does have some lakes. And it has lots of geysers and thermal rock pools. And that's why Jayton likes going there. To sunbathe in the thermal rock pools. Norris Geyser Basin. Norris has the same value as Papandayan and Puntang, which is 93, which is like Angel back to front. Angel's 39. Breeze is 61. Spank is 61. Spank. Spank. Brand spanking new. Green wand. Yeah, the funny thing is it has twin vents that are 6.1 meters apart. So Jayton thinks this is his nostrils because he's a dragon in his delusions. Dragon boy. So he knows stuff. Like when this is gonna erupt next. He knows it. He thinks he knows. He believes he knows. He reckons he knows. 3:09 PM in Wyoming. What is that? In other parts of the world, like where in Wyoming? Wamsutter. Jake has a bit of a German look actually, blonde hair, blue eyes. Sutter, that's the last name of the adoptive mother of Daniel and Samuel. In Red Rain by R.L. Stein, they are the twins. Identical twins, Daniel and Samuel. And Red Rain equals 69. A brat reflection. Brat is 41. Reflection 107. A brat reflection. Mountain Daylight Time, Wyoming time. You see? 3:10 PM and 7:10 PM. A different time in Wyoming to Canberra. So in Canberra, it's gonna be 1 PM, I think. Because Jayton said we can catch up next Thursday at 1 PM. Those were his words. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 PM. So, that being true, then it would be 9 p.m. on Wednesday the 5th in Wyoming. The next eruption of the steamboat. Excited by Jayton being in the thermal spring because he's so hot. Hot, hot, hot. 5'6". Whip is 56. It's what Jayton needs, the whip. Demas says this. And I don't blame him. And Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. But what if it's the 6th? Like, what if he meant, I will meet you at 1 p.m. I'll meet you Thursday 1 p.m. But what if he meant in Wyoming? Well, then it would be the 7th at 5 a.m. in Canberra. And then the interval would be different. The interval then would be totally different. Well, not totally. You still have the 13 minutes at the end. It'd be 4 days, 16 hours, 13 minutes. But if you meant Canberra, well, then it would be 4 days, 13 minutes. It would be a new record. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens with the spanking, whipping action. And then we'll know. Won't we? Yes, we will. 3:12 in Wamsutter, Wyoming. So if we go back and back again, can we do that? Yeah. Here we are, back at my place in Australia. 16 hours the difference between Wyoming and Canberra. So 9 p.m. in Wyoming is 1 p.m. in Canberra the next day. So 9 p.m. on the 5th is 1 p.m. on the 6th. Or 1 p.m. on the 6th would be 5 a.m. on the 7th. Jayton was born on Friday the 6th. So what do you reckon? 7:13. Bad is 7. Age is 13. Nathan's age. The boy, one of the boys, who is part Jayton. The other one's Jake. He's from Minnesota. Jake, Nathan and Jake, Jayton.